We just got some massive news about the future of Star Wars films, and it comes from a very reliable source, The Hollywood Reporter. So the website reports that the future of Star Wars is probably going to take place in the time period after the sequel trilogy. The project is apparently being led by Damon Lindelof, who you may know either from the recent Watchmen series or perhaps his work with J.J. Abrams on Lost. Does seem to be embracing the J.J. era of Star Wars. I'm not sure how I feel about this. Anyway, the article continues, stating that Lindelof will be writing alongside Justin Britt Gibson. The article refers to him as an up-and-coming writer. I know very little about him. It then says vaguely that Dave Filoni may have also been present at a writer's meeting as well as others, and I don't just want to regurgitate the article, so I'll link down below if you want to read more about that. Anyway, the big thing here, aside from the main names attached to the project, is that, again, as mentioned, the movie is meant to take place after what they call the 2010 series, so the sequel trilogy, and although originally is meant to be a single movie, could be expanded to something greater. Would the sequel trilogy actors come back? I mean, I think Daisy Ridley certainly would. Both Oscar Isaac and John Boyega have went back and forth. I think of the two, Oscar Isaac is probably the most likely, especially if the pay is there, as he's said. But to be honest, is there any real point of talking about this? I mean, it is big, massive news, especially given that it's reported by The Hollywood Reporter. But I mean, how many Star Wars movies have come and gone? Rogue Squadron should have been coming out very soon. The next movie that Disney has slated for Star Wars is in 2025. And given what we know about the process of working with Star Wars, which seems to involve stating that you have some intent of making a Star Wars project, then going to do other things, I don't know. I just don't feel good about this. 2025 does feel appropriate for the next movie for me. I think that a focus on streaming and video games in the short term makes sense. Let hype build back up for another movie, but I guess we'll see.